On the board, as they say in Polar Express, we are doing our live show tonight, number 12, the last show of the year, in front of a live audience. In front of a live audience, man, I am here, and they are here because we are all vaccinated. We are all playing it safe. It is hard to believe we've had at least 12 shows live. This is the holiday show. This is our last show of the year. A lot of special guests in the house. Some Patreon members, of course. Sean, my buddy Sean. Or is it going to be the Santa-Lorian? He almost knocked over the tree on his way down here tonight. I got Alfie. It's like a real fans reunion. Speaking about a real fans reunion, I got it. Look, the first Star Wars Christmas party I did was with my brother Bo in 2015. Sean, Alfie, and Lisa were here. Bo made this candle. I'm burning this one for you tonight, my friend. And we're all are we all drinking tonight? Yeah, we're all drinking tonight now. And if you guys, first of all, for you guys on Facebook that are under 21 and over, you shouldn't be scrolling. You should be spending time with your family. It's the holiday. You should not be watching Machtails from the Cantina because it is a 21 and over show. It is family friendly, but with a twist. Only if you are part of. We have dogs in the audience tonight as well. we have 3 dogs tonight. I am drinking a Darth Porter. Check that out, man. A Darth Porter label. No, that was not designed by Kevin Lyle. Rich Brendel, you brought this down. Where's this from, man?
Got it at some sausage place from West Bend.
Some sausage place. There's a lot. You know how many sausage places? You narrowed it down, man. You know how many sausage places?
To get beer. Some sausage.
Some sausage place, yes. But it is Next Door Brewing Company made this. I love the logo on this. And then Jason, a friend of mine, Jason, he was a Star Wars Christmas party virgin tonight. And of course, he brought the nicest gift. Everybody that attends the party for the first time brings the nicest gift. And Sean, I got to tell you, man, you really did a Krampus on my ass by stealing that gift.
Well, then I served my purpose.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did, man. But we are still friends. And my wife tells me that I don't need any more things. Gunnar, how about you, man? Does your wife tell you that you don't need any more things?
Every day of my life.
Yeah, we got Gunnar Maelstrom in the house tonight. He's providing the soundboard for the evening. So your wife tells you every day of your life. Do you guys fight in the marriage?
Not really. I mean, it's not a fight. It's just her getting mad at me because I buy things.
I feel like it's starting to become a fight with my wife and I because the other day I wasn't home and the fuse box broke. And she had to go down and flip the fuse. And of course it was the day I wasn't here. Well, Jason, you brought Jason in the room. And it's the catch-all room. And my wife had a breakdown in that room. And Jason, you said that, I don't blame her. Look at this place. I think that's the problem with collecting. And Sean, I don't know how many arguments that you and Lisa get in, but I feel like as a collector, it's a love-hate relationship. I've told people on my Patreon page and people that listen to my podcast, if you're thinking about collecting, don't start because it's a love-hate thing. I mean, you're a completist. It takes up space, takes up time, takes up money. How many of your arguments are over collectibles, Sean?
Well, Mrs. is here.
What collectibles is what he's saying?
What collectible? Well, we are going to check in with Sean and Lisa right around the corner. And we're also going to check in with the Santa-Lorian on his final episode of Machtails from the Cantina Live. But as always, to start the show, this is for you guys, a live audience. I got 2 stockings here. I got Yoda and Vader. I guess I got them switched around. Vader and Yoda. That mirror image. Vader is going to have the drinking word of the night. So if you're 21 and over, drink along with us. The drinking word of the night is, we're going to talk a lot about this tonight because Mando, every time you hear the word Mando, drink along with us, please, and safely. Yeah, I'm thinking of the stocking. Gunnar, now the stockings that you have at the house that you grew up on, that Santa comes down the chimney, gives gifts to your kids, are the gifts in the stocking wrapped or unwrapped?
So some gifts are wrapped. Like candy and stuff was never wrapped, but Santa would always give you the toothbrush and that was always
that dental hygiene is
or
important.
the wallet, or that sort of stuff was always wrapped.
That was always wrapped.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was wrapped things in the stocking. How about let me hear a round of applause for those of you that grew up with items in the stocking that were wrapped.
Oh, yeah, wrapped. Yeah.
Wrapped, okay.
Just like you said, we're not the kings.
Okay, how about unwrapped? Unwrapped. Okay, unwrapped. Yeah, it's a tradition. There you go. Because Mom and Dad always said, you know what? I'm going to sleep in a half an hour later. We are going to let you open up the stocking. But they were always unwrapped. Just to show you what kind of collector I am, this stocking I have not hung up in a long time, and I'm digging around in here for the drinking word of the day, and I'm finding tags from the stockings that I've saved. Toys R Us labels on here, $9.99. So I went as far as to save the tag. Do you guys save the tags on your Star Wars collectibles? Yeah, Jason does. No. Let me have a round of applause for those of you that are comfortable with their collecting and don't have any issues or therapy sessions to talk about. Okay, wow.
So there are some unmarried people.
Yeah, there are some unmarried people out there. We do know that. We do know. And for those of you that are Patreon members, in the stocking that go to the good guy stocking, I call them, you're going to win a prize tonight. So you got to stay tuned in, and you got to be watching live. Did I show this label already? This is the wheat. Yes. I want to say this is the whey, but this is the wheat. Again, Star Wars inspired beer. Tyler and I drank another one earlier, but I did not save the can. I don't save the cans to the beers. I want to talk to my first guest on the show tonight. He's somebody that came a long way. How far do you think he came?
I mean, you can't count that many miles.
The Santalorian came how many parsecs? 4. I think he came like 12 parsecs away. All right, my first guest tonight. You probably never seen him before, unless you were at C2E2. But my good friend, the Santalorian. Everybody give a round of applause for the Santalorian. Santa, come over this way. I got a couple of questions for you, man.
How are you, sir, Mr. Buck? Have you been a good boy?
You know what? I was feeling pretty good until your buddy Sean Hines stole the Slave One from me.
He did what?
Yes, and then his wife stole it, so it could not be stolen again.
Well, that makes me very proud. That's a good bounty hunter in my book, if I ever heard one.
Yeah, I would say that is a good bounty hunter. Yes. If you don't mind, Santa, can you hold the microphone for me, please?
Of course.
So I do have a couple of questions for you, Santa.
What sort of libations are we enjoying here tonight?
Of course, we're enjoying the Darth Porter, man. The Darth Porter. And we're enjoying a lot of different libations.
Missing my Santa nog. Is this it here? This looks like. Oh, yeah. Here's my Santa nog.
Yes. No. Now, this should be filled with whiskey to the brim because this is what I had the Slave One in my hands. So Jason, the Christmas Party Virgin, brought the best gift, and I'll show that a little later on the show.
You know what they say, Chris? Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah, and close only counted at the Battle of Yavin and the Battle of Scarif as well. But this is what I ended up with. And no offense to the person that brought this gift, but we're comparing this to the retro, not the retro collection, but the vintage collection, Slave One. I mean,
well, what can I say? 'Tis the season to be stealing.
Yeah, that's the motto of the Hines family. Every time the Hines family comes to the Mock family Star Wars Christmas party, I cannot believe how much. Hey, speaking not to change the subject, but I got to chime in with my friend Andy from Miami, the good cop the good cop and a Patreon member, Chut Chut, and hey, boyos, you know what, Andy? Chut Chut, and to you, my friend. I know you're always tuning in. You've caught up on all the Machtails content. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how anybody does it. There's so much out there. Santa Lauren, I got a question for you.
What can I do for you, sir?
Do you compete with the big man himself, Santa Claus?
Well, I know better than that, don't I? Nobody can compete with the big man up north. I try to stay as off his radar as much as possible, if you can understand that.
You know what? Yeah, I'm sure as a bounty hunter, I'm sure you try to stay as much off his radar as you can.
Unless he needs me to take care of some naughty kids. Then, as long as he keeps the bag of coal out of my stocking, I'll do whatever the big man calls for.
So what do you bring the naughty kids of, the naughty kids that believe in Santa Lauren?
Well, you see, the naughty kids that I visit are a little different because they're usually are wanted for something in addition to being naughty. So rather than, bringing them coal, I usually bring them in coal.
Bring them in coal. Why are you telling me this story? Have you been listening to that Elvis Christmas album?
Blue Christmas without
I am because the way you talk, I'm starting to wonder if Elvis himself is under that helmet.
Yeah, we can't talk about that. Thank you very much. We can't talk about that.
So you bring him in cold. You don't give him the gift. You bring him in cold to the big man himself.
Yes, and then I give them. Then they tend to send them off to the secret elf location where they are properly dealt with, and I go home with plenty of profit. Let's say.
And I hope you get back to the community after all. It's Christmas, man.
Well, of course. In fact, here, let me give that to you right here. Here you go.
Oh, you know what? You can give that to my daughter. Anyone stick the candy cane here. Here you go.
Everybody that's in the DeLorean might get a candy cane.
Might get a candy cane. Depends. I like to think my daughter's on the. I like to think my daughter's on the nicest, but she's got to clean up her playroom. I know that much. Tell us, Santa Lauren, he doesn't visit children. He visits foundlings.
Yes.
Foundlings. Sorry, foundlings.
Foundlings, yes, of course.
LOL, he says. LOL, he says. Who pulls your sleigh is what I'm wondering. Santa's got Rudolph, Donner, Blitzen, Vixen, Nixon.
I think she's got an answer.
Who do you think?
I think it's those vehicles that look like animals.
The vehicles that look like animals, my daughter says. The AT-ATs. Do the AT-ATs guide your sleigh?
Yes, a whole herd of mini AT-ATs. Meaning they're idiots. Mini minutes. However you want to word them, whatever it is.
Okay.
You do that or a bunch of bad Padawans.
What is your favorite place to visit on Christmas Eve?
Oh, well, that's obviously I have to spend most of my nights after a night of bounty hunting and cold giving and cold bringing. You gotta watch the night away with a good old sit down at the Cantina, at the Mos Eisley Cantina.
The Mos Eisley, yes, the Mos Eisley Cantina, not the Cantina. It's a Galaxy's Edge. On my last one, you didn't have one. No, you can't even get in there.
Not bitter.
No.
Not bitter.
Nobody will even let you in there, which is terrible. We did have a good time there, but for those of you, I said this a million and one times, it is not the traditional Star Wars experience. Now, Sean, I goes, I broke the ice there.
What is that? Come on now.
Santa Lauren,
What?
what is your favorite cookie?
This isn't SNL. We don't break characters.
What is your favorite cookie?
Oh, my favorite cookie would be a cookies and let's see.
Danny, you know what his favorite cookie is? The Wookiee cookie, right?
Wookiee cookie. Yes.
How many Wookiee cookies do you eat in a night?
Well, let's see. As you can see by here, probably way.
Wait, hey, Santa Lauren, everybody, give it up for the Santa Lauren. This is an explosive. He was a Merry Christmas to you, man.
I'll be coming for you.
He was Bonnie on my daughter if she doesn't clean her playroom before Christmas, that's for sure. This is an exclusive. He made his debut at C2E2 in Chicago. We also have another exclusive. You mentioned SNL. This is different than the SNL Christmas show. This is in front of a live audience.
That's right.
You know, live audience, right, guys? Okay. They broke the live audience there because you know what? One more time. Let me get a solo. Come on, guys. Solo way out to you live audience guys out there. And we also have a fire for the very, very first time down here inside the Wampa Cave. So, Santa Lauren, Merry Christmas to you.
You know, Jah was roasting on an open fire. Wampa's nipping at your nose. Anyway, I'll leave it at that.
No, that's you got to give us at least 2 more lines.
Oh, well, we'll save that for next holiday. How about that?
Okay.
when I haven't had so much Santa noggin, I can actually remember what those lines are.
Yes, we need time to rehearse. The Blurgs pull your sleigh.
Yeah.
The Blurgs, you know. We're going into some deep cut. I always show my Star Wars fandom from time to time. I'm a little bit of a Star Wars poser because I know some deep cuts, but not all of them. Not all of them, you know. So, but in time, the Blurgs. Gunnar, want to fill me in on who the Blurgs are?
The Blurgs are those creatures that Mandalorian and Bill wrote on it in first season Mandalorian. Of course, they are initially from
Ewok.
Yes.
You're talking about that road like Ubek looking thing.
Yes.
Okay, yes, the Blurg, yes.
In the battle for
I was in the Blurgs for your sleigh. You know, if the Blurgs pull your sleigh, man, you're not going to make it on time.
Well, you know, you just got to give them the right motivation. and I know exactly what to feed them. You know, some.
You got to give them a little powder to ban the gas.
I give them some food laced with some death stick stuff. So you know they get a little hyped up.
That's now you're pulling the sleigh.
You're pulling something.
You'll be pulling something, yes. Oh, my next guest on here isn't going to be my daughter. Even though she wants to be my next guest. My next guest is somebody. Santa, thank you so much. You got to pay. You can't steal all the screen time, my friend. All right, Merry Christmas to you, Santa Lauren. Let's give it up for him one more time, Santa Lauren. Spreading joy and cheer. I'm going to talk to Sean Hines coming up a little later on the show. But spreading joy and cheer might be the Santa Lauren, but not my friend Sean Hines because he stole a very, very cool gift from me. My next guest, I'm going to have my daughter get down because this is going to be a little bit more.
No, I'm staying up here.
You're staying up there. Okay. My next guest on the show is an old friend of mine that I met through my brother, Sean Hines, back in 1999. You guys probably recognize him from The Force Among Us, The Force Within Us, and the real fans of the saga. My old friend and Filipino brother, even though I'm not Filipino, Elfie Jimenez. Elfie. Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
Hey, what's going on?
Merry Christmas. We got treated with your wife 2 years ago. Grace made a rare appearance.
Yes.
She's not here tonight. I know
it was a hologram, actually. She was at home and she was doing the Force hologram.
I can see that. But you know what? You got it. As long as she doesn't mind that you're here. Do you guys argue about Star Wars like me and my wife are starting
not
to do?
as much as it used to because I only have one display case. I don't have 11.
You know what? This man is the reason why I started.
Right. Actually, I was just telling the story of like how after you saw my case, I think you actually ordered it that day.
Yes.
Because like within a few weeks, I'm like, I got one. And then sadly, Showcase Designs went out of business right after you got your case. That's unfortunate because those display cases are pretty sweet. So, of course, I do take some pride that my display case was the inspiration for your man cave.
Oh, it was. Yes, it was.
Laid out perfectly, and then I remember like, when you can actually display your stuff, it's kind of a monumental moment in Star Wars fandom when you can actually start displaying your stuff. And of course, like most Star Wars collectors, there's probably a certain percentage that's not even out here, right?
Oh, there's too much that's
like our buddy Sean, who has a semis trailer full of stuff, and he hasn't displayed his stuff yet. In fact, he has so much stuff. I don't think he even knows what he has anymore.
He's got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I want to say hello and Merry Christmas to Daniel Boston. And hey, he's been a Patreon supporter and a supporter of all my film projects over the last several years. But yes, you are right that Sean's got a trailer full of you know what? When Sean stole that one from me, she's like, "You don't need it." I think that's my wife's famous last words. You don't need that. You don't need that.
By chapter 17 or 18 of Star Wars, I think we're going to be hearing about the Slave One.
Yeah, I'm sure.
When someone a present you have is really nice and someone ganks it, it's debilitating.
You know what? I still feel, and this is stupid, right? Because Jay said, "You're Filipino, brother." He said it's only a piece of plastic, and I let that take the Christmas spirit out of me. You know, we're getting a low res cam on Jay right there. Very low res cam on Jay.
One was actually pretty sweet. That's why when I got it, I all of a sudden had COVID and had to leave. But I didn't make it out the door.
Hey, you coughed all over that. You wiped your butt all over, and I'm like,
it. I threw dandruff on it, like that girl from 16 Candles, the basket case, you know.
Yeah, you did everything you can. It didn't stop me, and then it didn't.
But it's in good hands.
Okay, it didn't. Okay, I'll call you up when I'm ready.
Back to your question. No, my wife don't argue too much because I only have one display case. My other display cases are non-Star Wars stuff. It's like my airplanes and my Porsche models and my RC cars. Very invasive, non-invasive, if you will.
So this is a time of year where we're getting and we're giving, right?
Right.
So do you feel like there's Star Wars stuff that you wish you would get for Christmas this year? Or are you kind of like, nah, just go out and buy it?
I'm just kind of go out and buy it now because unfortunately after the episode 8 and 9, there really wasn't a lot of stuff that I wanted. Now the Mandalorian stuff I haven't been keeping up with. So really, I'll if I see something, I'll get it. But there's nothing I'm looking to have be given to me or something through the grab bag or anything like that. There's not.
No, will your wife get you anything for Christmas?
No,
she won't.
She won't.
She refuses, or
we just don't. Everything goes to the kids, which is now money.
Okay, so I want to do a little segment here called the Christmas Questionnaire. A lot of people know you from the Real Fans of the Saga and the Star Wars documentaries, but I'm going to ask you a couple Christmas-oriented questions. People get to know you a little bit better during the holiday season.
Yes.
You know, your holiday tradition and whatnot. Who brings more gifts? Who brought more gifts? For the kids overall? Was it Santa or was it Mom and Dad?
Santa.
Santa. Yeah. Santa was the giver.
Yeah.
Yes. He is the giver in my house. I talked to my good friend Jason Swink. He said that Mom and Dad brought most of the gifts, and I said, you know what? You're a much better dad than I am because Santa brought the gifts. Now I have to, because I always love, taking a deep dive. Do you attend any church services during Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Not lately. No.
In the past?
Used to. I haven't. I used to. When I was a kid, I used to. And, obviously that 11 o'clock mass was torture, or midnight mass was torture.
Midnight mass was a beautiful thing, man.
No, midnight was torture. I mean, come on, Father, hurry up. It's past 1 o'clock. You got to get home. There's Tycho trains and Star Wars and,
Well, no. How old were you when you went to midnight mass? Because I was 18, and I was like, that was a magical moment in my life.
When I was a kid,
Okay,
you
were
going when we were older.
So you were waiting for Santa at that point.
Yeah.
You were waiting for Santa at that point.
Yeah.
Now, would you say are you a Christmas music guy?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
When did you start listening to Christmas music?
I would say I started appreciating Christmas music probably high school, college. But really more so after as an adult, because obviously when you hear it as a kid, that's part of Christmas. But when especially vintage Christmas music, anything like before 40s, 50s, and 60s, something about that vintage style Christmas music, it just has a better flavor, more longevity, because I would take the Ronettes Christmas over Mariah Carey, right?
Feeling.
Or Mel Torme. The only modern, quote unquote, modern songs I like is like Celine Dion's rendition of "Oh Holy Night," or the Glee Last Christmas was pretty good, actually.
I know you're a big Joy Division fan. They
Yes.
never put out a Christmas song.
Joy Division and Ian Curtis would never put out a Christmas
How about the Smiths?
time.
Did the Smiths put out a Christmas
Oh,
song?
no.
I mean, Rob Halford from Judas Priest
None of those,
put out
none of
Christmas
those
music.
melancholy English early 80s bands would never do that. Can you imagine Morrissey doing a Christmas song? Killing me for Christmas time.
Right.
Killing me for Christmas.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
it would be a little different. Now, I want to you have Filipino roots, obviously heavy Filipino roots.
Yes.
Do you have any Christmas tradition that is from the Philippines that you celebrate
Yes,
today?
I do actually. Jay might know about this, but in the Philippines, Christmas season starts September 1st.
September 1st.
September 1st. Anything
Oh,
they
wow.
call them the Burr months. September, October, November, December. The Burr months. So that's when Christmas. No, seriously. In the Philippines, Christmas starts September 1st. So I start listening to Christmas music September 1st. And my tradition as early as soon as I take down my Halloween lights, the Christmas ones go up. And so does my tree. So November 1st is I start early. Not as early as the Philippines.
Well, I would say that's late if you're celebrating on September 1st from
Yeah, but
your homeland.
I don't put my tree up until November 1st. But I do put it up early.
Yeah.
And just to piss my neighbors off, I will turn on the lights too.
So you're the guy in the news that's like, I saw something in the news today, like there
I'm
was,
very subtle. I don't have a lot of lights, but I do have some lights that people can see. I'm like, oh my god, he's got his lights on.
it's November 1st. It's November
But yeah,
1st.
that's one of the traditions I start, and then I hang these what you call paroles. It's basically a star, and it's got these little tails at the bottom. You know, they're very cool. So I put those up, and I think that's pretty much it for the Christmas traditions from the Philippines.
Now, you do a Christmas party, the Jerk Load Christmas.
Which you partake, yeah.
Yes, and that one seems to be later in the year. Are you somebody that observes the 12 days of Christmas and the Epiphany and January 5th? Is the final day of Christmas, or is it just kind of like convenient for you to do a Christmas party?
We do a Christmas party between Christmas and New Year's.
Okay. Now, when does the Christmas tree come down for you?
It comes out actually the day after Christmas.
Oh, the day after Christmas.
I take it down right away.
Oh my God, the day after Christmas. Well, I've been. Hey, Adam D, you're always chiming in. My brother, you got to get on Patreon, man. You're always watching the Machtails for free, and I appreciate everybody tuning in. But I gotta remind you and recommend you guys tune in to Machtails from the Cantina, the Patreon portion of this program. You get the really, really, really deep cuts. Alfie, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna rummage through my notes. I usually do not rummage through my notes during the show. What do you dream by the fire? They say in the song, as I dream by the fire. What do you dream by the fire? We're having a fire down here in the Walter Cave.
How raunchy can I be?
Well, you can be as raunchy as you can, but
I
kind
would
of
say, sitting in front of the fire, bottomless gin Urso,
with Gin Urso. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now, what would your wife think about that?
It's a dream, so no one
It's
knows
a dream.
about it.
Okay.
So Gin Urso, hey, let me smell your Jedi pants, when you're
By the fire.
by the fire,
Yes. Now, I told you guys, this is a 21 and over show. Even though,
Gin Urso is my favorite Star Wars heroine chick.
yes,
Very hot.
power to the Rogue One people. Power to.
She's a lovely. She's lovely.
Now, white lights or colored lights?
Color lights, non-LED, must be incandescent with the pink light like your tree.
Yes.
The reason why I want it with the pink light bulbs, Sean already knows, because it reminds me of the exhaust of the X-Wing and the Y-Wing. Look, right?
Yeah, you said that. You said that on the.
It reminds me of the incandescent, so when I buy incandescent Christmas lights, it has to have a pink bulb because it looks like the exhaust of the Rebel fighter ships.
Is all your Christmas shopping done?
Yes, not for I have a family grab bag, no.
Okay, well, the family grab bag is before or after Christmas?
Actually, right at Christmas Eve.
Okay. The grab bag that you got today, are you happy with it, and what did you get?
No, I think it sucks.
You think it's... You think it's
well, first of all, I had a slave one. I had COVID, but I couldn't get out.
Yeah, he opened slave one, ladies and gentlemen.
What was the second thing that I got stolen?
The picture. Oh, the canvas.
The painting came to the drive. I always get the cool present, but I know it's going to get
There it is right there, yes.
But you know what? That's common for someone who picks early. Okay?
Yes.
On the flip side, my present looked like it was wrapped by a hobo. But what was in it? A Carillion paper puzzle with Slave One, it was awesome, and I knew people would like it, but since it got picked last, it couldn't get stolen. But it was either that or the Star Story with the Shuttle Tidarium and TIE Fighter. Damn, I should have got that one.
So, okay, so you brought, we did again, man, my brother Bo, this is not, you can't drink out of this. This is a candle. I can drink out of this. I'm going to raise raise your glass to Bo. Glaze for everybody.
So, yeah, I brought the Carillion ship along with the Slave One.
And so years ago, we had our first Christmas party in 2015, the first annual Star Wars Christmas party, and I brought the broken lightsaber display.
Right.
You ended up with it just last time.
2 years
We
ago.
didn't have one last year,
2019.
so 2019.
Right.
So we're double celebrating tonight.
Yeah.
Who ended up with your gift this time?
That would be Sith Hood. Sith Jedi. Sith J.
Oh, Sith J.
Yeah.
Sith Hood.
The other Filipino Jedi in the room.
The other, from one Filipino Jedi to another. I need to see that. So bring that up at some point during the show. Alfie, do you have an advent calendar?
Advent calendar? I do not.
You don't?
I usually get one for you at Costco, but no, I do not.
Yeah, you usually do get the beer one for me.
Yeah.
Do you wait till the last minute to wrap Christmas gifts?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Usually the day of.
The day of Christmas.
So like that, I wrapped that. Yeah, I wrapped our present yesterday. Here, bring it
Grab
up.
it. Okay, grab
So
that in.
my present was wrapped in the brown construction paper. It looked awful.
Sorry.
It was picked last because people underestimate my presents every year.
So you guys had seen this on Machtails holiday episode last year.
Yep.
But it was empty, right? So we got the Chia Pet.
This was my white elephant because I have no use for the Chewbacca Chia Pet.
That's a good one. Hey, you know what? Can I trade you my Boba Fett mug for that?
No.
Well, that would be
I already have the Boba Fett mug. But I always do a Mamma Jamma present so people can appreciate. So Jedi J.
Oh, it's wedged in there.
Got the paper model light cruiser and Slave One. Oh, Boba Fett Starfighter.
Hey, there is only one hanger. This came with more than one hanger.
I'm sorry. I know this is going to be very on PC and very whatever. It is Slave One, not Boba Fett Starfighter.
Right.
That's why that present that Sean jerkfully took from you.
and I took from you first.
Slave One on it. But Sean is a jerk. Let me tell you a story. So we're at the Kane County Toy Show.
Oh, we're gonna go there, huh?
Uh-huh. We are going to go there.
You were there.
So I see this aluminum picture set of bounty hunters. And I take a picture of it and I go, hey, Sean, check this out. You know what he says? I thought, hey, Mr. Knows, I'll take it. What do you mean you're going to take it? Assuming I was going to buy it for him. No.
But you did.
But I did buy it for him.
The Nerf Herder Council's chiming in. You are a jerk, Sean.
Yeah.
You are a jerk. That is, of course, John Drake from the Nerf Herder Council.
And there was one time where he almost dumped me because I got this Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett mug. Like, where'd you get that? Like, I got it right in front of you. Yeah.
And I don't know if this is sarcasm or not, but he also says you haven't mentioned Patreon nearly enough, dude. Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to you, John. You know what? I got to mention Patreon again. John is a Patreon supporter. Okay. Last question for you, my friend. A lot of people ask if Die Hard is a Christmas movie. You've mentioned that my house is very much lit like Stanley Kubrick's genius lighting in a horrible movie.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. Is Eyes Wide Shut a Christmas movie?
Absolutely it is. It's 100% a Christmas movie because there's a Christmas tree in every scene. A very well lit Christmas tree. I mean, the movie dives into the Illuminati and the occult, but that's okay. It's a Christmas movie.
And adultery.
But it does dive into the
It is not. It is
society. Whatever. There's a Christmas tree in every scene. They're very well lit with incandescent Christmas lights, not LED, so they look right. It's an obscure Christmas movie, but yes, if Die Hard's a Christmas movie, so is Eyes Wide Shut. But my favorite Christmas movie to watch, I watched it 3 times already. Sean already knows. Straw, Table, I Am Colin, God of Sex, Love Actually.
Love Actually. Okay, are you a fan of Wonderful Life?
Yes, but I don't watch it.
But you know it.
Oh, of course I do.
Okay, who is the George Bailey in your life? Like if that person just took their own life and just changed things as they were.
I don't know.
And I know that's a very, very deep question.
That's an obscure question. Honestly, I can't answer that. I don't even know.
You know, it'd probably be a lot of people.
Oh, by the way, Trading Places is also a Christmas movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it takes place during Christmas. But I think Eyes Wide Shut and Die Hard are more of a Christmas theme movie, you know. So, all right, man. Alfie Jimenez, everybody give it up for Alfie. Everybody give it up for
Beef
Alfie.
jerky time. Beef jerky time. All right, everybody, really quick. A bully, ha. A bully, ha.
All right, my next guest, he was sitting in the crowd when the Santa Lorraine was here. He wasn't he? Or was he out? Was he out and about?
He's in the bathroom.
He might have been in the bathroom. Sean seems to be in the bathroom a lot. Hey, I got in trouble. I've gotten in trouble for saying a lot of things lately. So I'm just gonna keep that rolling. My good friend and my good brother, Sean Hines, everybody. Sean Hines. Danny, I will get to you, I promise. I will promise. I am treating you, Danny, how my friend Jimmy Mack treats me. He's like, I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to you.
I feel like
I'm gonna get to you.
I gotta tell you, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting made into a Marvel villain here.
You are. You know what? I need to see that Slave 1 we were talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is the Slave 1 you speak of?
You know, we're gonna bring the Slave 1 up, but the Nerf Herder Council had all. By the way, check out Nerf Herder Council. They got more content than Machtails does. So Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. The plot happens at Christmas, but it isn't centered around Christmas.
The whole sound thing.
Hey, if you guys think Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, let me get a boo. Not a Christmas movie. If you think it is a Christmas movie, let me get a cheer. Okay.
No. Let me get a yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker.
Yippee-ki-yay, yes. And John also says that there are no sarcasms. He got a vial of sand from Tatooine just for subscribing to Mocktails from the Cantina. Yes.
Yes.
You get a lot of. Now, Sean and Gunnar, you guys are big supporters of mine, but you're not Patreon members. We're not going to throw you under the bus tonight. But you know what? I am going to throw you under the bus, Sean, for this gift.
You know, you gotta. You know, there's this Disney movie called Frozen.
Look at this. This was in my
number one hit in there called Let It Go.
This was in my hands. My wife was the one that told me to let this go. Alfie had it.
You didn't care about our feelings. I don't care how many times you wiped your butt on it, or sneezed on it, or coughed on it. I was gonna get this.
You know what? I would take COVID for this. I don't know. It's kind of a deep statement to make, but this, ladies and gentlemen, this is not one of the best gifts that we've ever had at the Mocktails Christmas party.
But it's pretty close.
Can I point something out, Chris?
Yes, absolutely.
Not only did Sean steal the Slave 1, he also stole an ornament from your daughter.
He did, yeah. Well,
hold on. You don't think that you're get taken out of context here.
He did. So here's the thing. Sean's been coming to the Christmas party. We're gonna. This would be 7, but we've had 6 because of COVID last year. Right. Sean always wins every prize. He always gets the best grab bag gift. He always gets the best ornament, the last pick.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is here.
Star Wars horseshoe up the ass. Okay, hey, here we go. Let's see this. John is saying, this show rules, but I got to say, you Chicago boys are buzzed up a little earlier than usual tonight. Yes, we are. Yes, I'm glad that is showing. Hopefully you guys are at home drinking responsibly until you're lit up like a Christmas tree. Okay, Boston Dan says he never got sand. You know what, Dan? No, but you got the Motorhead patch. The Nerf Herder Council got the sand as their prize. Sean, I'm going to ask you a couple questions here. All kidding aside, I know I'm extending my hand to you, my brother. I love you. I will always love you. Always a good friend.
Likewise, brother, man. You know, you have these parties. You have the ornament exchange, and you have the white elephant. We have to have drama. That's the
We
whole
have to
point.
have drama.
It's an exchange game. It's a stealing game. It's gonna happen. I figure you might as well get the ball rolling. It's gonna happen eventually. So you have fun with it, right?
Well, you're trying to keep real fans of the saga second season alive.
Second season. The songs is first. We gotta finish the first season and finish the first season.
Yes, it's almost done. It's almost done. For those of you that are patiently waiting, for those of you, John, I got to bust your balls a little bit. So, the real fans of the saga, you can get a lot of extra stuff of that as a mocktail from the Cantina Patreon, but it's been a long time coming. So I finally released this skit to the Patreon members. It was an uncut holiday episode that we filmed 7 years ago.
Yeah.
7 years ago now, 2015. Was that 7 years ago or 6 years ago?
Something like that.
Okay, something like that, right? My daughter's good at math.
Let's say 6.
6 years ago, okay. 7 Christmases ago.
Yeah.
6 years ago. And I let you view it.
Yeah.
And first thing he says to me is, "Hey, did you know that Alfie leaves before we get there?" And I'm like,
Did you think I was actually breaking your balls about
well,
that?
I was just like, man, I don't need constructive
It
criticism.
wasn't constructive criticism. It was just
coming out of the
it was
show.
just something I noticed. It was something I was saying in conversation.
Coming out of the show, man.
Stop taking things so personal, my man.
It's hard. It's hard not to. It's hard not to.
I know it's a labor of love. I know and I know when you're stressed out editing it, can, any little mention of whatever, it can just probably be a trigger. And sorry about that. That wasn't the intention. That wasn't the intention. I was just something I just thought it was a funny thing that I noticed because it was like Alfie walks in the door. Can I save the scene? Just for the moment.
Oh yeah. You can throw this.
It's just a quick shot of Alfie walking in the door. Hey, everybody, Sean, I need a ride. 5 minutes later, Lisa and I arrive at the party.
Yeah, well, it was a rough cut. I put it together to show to the Patreon members just at the last minute. Hey, Sean, I'm not going to do the Christmas questionnaire with you, but I am going to ask you a couple questions from the candy card game. What is Christmas without games, right? Would you rather wear your winter coat in the desert or your bathing suit at the North Pole?
Winter coat in the desert or bathing suit at the North Pole?
Yes.
Well, who doesn't want to see all this sexiness
at the North Pole?
At the North Pole, so I gotta go with the bathing suit at the North Pole.
Bathing suit at the North Pole. Okay. Would you rather eat a pound of raw potatoes? Oh, Sean,
I think we've already answered that question.
Or a pound of raw green beans. Alfie, what do you think?
I think where our Alfie?
Green beans. No, but I would think Sean's going to go with the potatoes. Sean, you going to go with
the question is, would I rather eat a pound of raw potatoes or green beans? What's that? Potatoes or green beans? You? Me. Potatoes.
Potatoes. Amen to that. Would you rather have to...
Potatoes!
Would you rather have to wrap 100 presents with the elves or load 100 presents onto the Santa Lorian's sleigh?
Well, there's nothing like an elfin party, so I gotta rock it with the elves.
You gotta do the elves.
Yep.
Okay. This is kind of a questionnaire, right? We're getting to know you. I hope you guys got to know Alfie and Menace a little bit better during the. Should be the other way around. How did the Cubs do this year? The Cubs didn't do very well. Oh, we're getting some like random baseball questions thrown in here, man. Oh, here we go. Hey, why is this Rich? Why is this can empty?
I just poured it. I thought you might want to show it.
Show it off.
I do want to show this off. Is there a full one of these?
Yeah, you want one?
If you could bring one, yes.
Yeah, bring
this is a dark helmet. Now, this is sacrilegious because it's Spaceballs. Spaceballs. What is it? It says Schwarzbier Black Lager. Schwarzbier Black Lager. Okay, last question for you.
Of course, we're gonna mention the socks, Daniel. This is Chi-Town, motherfucker.
Oh, here we go. We got a baseball rant going on the thread here. I am so enjoying the Christmas holiday season. I'm enjoying friends stealing gifts from me instead of my team competing with other teams.
Yeah, Nerford Acosta's got it right. Spaceballs is not sacrilege. Respect the Spaceballs.
Oh, here we go.
Respect the Schwartz. Respect the Schwartz.
All right. Would you unwrap a gift filled with spiders? That is a question for Michelle, my wife. or have Santa as your roommate for 5 years. Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Santa, man.
With Santa? Are you kidding me?
Santa,
Get the inside track with the man.
Santa, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. All right.
Santa or spiders? Who put that question together?
I don't know. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
A Machtails
I got
question.
no. All the Machtails questions are found right here. Sean, thank you, man. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Oh, and I have to say,
yes.
One of the things I like to do every year when it comes to the holidays, as you know, is decorating my balcony.
Yes.
And a couple years I've done the Star Wars themed balconies. There's no shortage of Star Wars decorations. Won first place with that, and I'm happy to announce I just found out that my balcony won first place again this year. So I'm excited. Good stuff.
Of course it did. Of course it did. And you know what? Sean's got all these these Star Wars blow-ups, and I call him for advice. I'm like, I can't get these things in the yard to stand still. Michelle's like, did you use a hammer and a tent stake? I'm like, I've
Maybe
done
I need
everything.
to come over here and show you how to tap
You know what
these
you do?
things
You do. You know what? If you come over here and secure my Star Wars inflatables, I will forgive you for stealing the slave one out of my hand.
Is it true that Santa Morgan was here?
Yes, you missed him.
I missed him.
Thank you,
Oh
Rich.
my
Thank you,
God.
my brother. Thank you so
can't
much. I
believe-
appreciate you, Rich.
I
Rich
can't believe
Brendel's
I
in the
missed
house.
Santa Morgan.
Rich Brendel drove all the way from Wisconsin.
Well, happy to be here, Chris. Thanks again for having me.
Hey, cheers, man. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. I want to bring can I bring my wife up? Can I bring my wife up for a couple questions? No? A couple questions? Come on, this is a holiday show. Again, guys, drink responsibly. I have my wonderful wife joining us tonight. Not by pressure, Michelle Macht. Michelle Macht. Come on, let's hear it for her. Let's hear it for her. All right, so I do want to ask you, you in the Christmas song, they said all your troubles will be miles away.
Is that if I'm miles away?
No, not if you're miles away. No, you can't be miles away. But you're something along the lyrics escape me. But our troubles will be out of sight next year. Putting yourself in last year's shoes during this time, are your troubles out of sight? Some are.
Yeah.
What is out of sight and what is still remaining?
I don't know. It's not a little personal stuff and kind of deep for a Christmas show.
Well, that's that's right. She does not watch the show. That's what we do here. Well, one thing that is not out of sight is COVID.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
COVID's not out of sight.
Sure, but I'm vaccinated, so I feel pretty good.
I'm gonna guess what you're saying. You wanted me to have the basement 101% finished, clean. And that was your trouble. That was going to be out of sight next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still not done.
I guess that is.
You know, a little. We're having a fire down here.
Yeah, that's true. There is a fire.
Daniel says, I second that. Let's get Rich to chug one live beer on Machtails. Rich, you're up next, my brother.
Thank God.
But hey, I want to ask you, what wrapped or unwrapped in the stocking for the audience?
I know you like it unwrapped.
I like it unwrapped, baby. Is it better to give or receive?
I like it seriously better to give.
Better to give. Is there one thing?
You like to receive.
Now I feel like we stopped the nail function. Now I feel like I stopped the nail function junction with my good friend.
I'm blushing now.
Okay. Now, the last question I have to ask, can you say what's the one thing that you want?
It got really quiet when we started talking about that.
Give it a recipient. What is the one thing? What is the one? Let's get Michelle to chug. Michelle's not going to chug. That's a Rich Brendel thing. My brother Rich Brendel is going to chug a beer. But Michelle, what is the one thing that you want for Christmas and your one thing that you want for the new year?
The one thing that I want for Christmas is I want everyone to be healthy.
No, amen to that. Amen to that.
Amen to that, man. But I really don't need anything, I guess.
Apparently I don't need anything either, according to you.
And New Year, I think More travel.
More travel, yes, more travel.
More travel.
Amen to that.
All right.
You guys like traveling? All right, love you. Thanks for being a good sport, joining us on the show. We got Rich Brendel. He drove all the way down from Wisconsin. Hey, Travis. Hey, let's hear it from Wisconsin. Come on, guys. You know what? Because it's pandemic, bro.
Music in the mirrors.
All right.
I feel like I should be on this side.
So, Rich, you got it. Rich, you got to show up. Your shirt is awesome. Nisa gonna get lit. I got one of those. I got that at Woot.
Woot has some of the best shirts out there. I only get it from there, I think, now.
Oh, you know what?
I'm going to jump up closer to the mic here.
Dan says he wants celebration to happen. Rich, what do you want to happen for the new year?
Yeah, more Star Wars hangouts. I mean, this year was one of the best years ever for that. After COVID, we just hit the ball out of the park with that Airbnb we went to, and then just kept on hanging out. And I say, keep it up,
Amen to that. And you know what? I got to shout out to John Zancanaro, another Wisconsin brother, another Patreon member. He was supposed to be here tonight, but he did not make it.
Is he online or not?
He's online. Yes, he said Wisconsin represent. Hey. Wisconsin represent. And now, Rich, it is time. Daniel, Boston Dan, Red Sox Boston Dan is going to lead us in, man. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. You know, here's the thing. I'm going to drink until you finish, and we're going to see how much I got left and when you're done, okay? All right, chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Ziggy, zaggy, ziggy, zaggy. All right. Woo! Look at that. Look at that, man. Hey, Rich Brendel, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers, guys. That's my talent right there.
Yes, we will drink one for you. That's his talent. Thank you for being on the show, man. Hey, he makes some really, really great 3D art too, man. A lot of contributions to this year's Star Wars Christmas party.
Which one we're gonna show, right?
You know, do you have that? Yes, I want to see the 3D Jar Jar art. Man, there's been a lot of cool gifts. Yes, can I see that? Oh, okay. So Gunner's got.
So you may say that Sean walked away with the Slave One, but I walked away with the best gift. I did. I traded for this. Yes.
On the camera, my friend.
It is a 3D printed Jar Jar. Completely naked with a Santa hat. Jar Jar,
Look at that. That is a naked Jar Jar Binks, and his tie-in with the Mandalorian. It's Beskar.
This is the greatest Christmas gift I've ever gotten.
He is in Beskar, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a really, really cool item. I'm trying to think of if there were any other items that were worth showing. Again, man, I ended up with the mug that I bought in 1997. A mug that I bought in 1997. I gotta fill it. You know what? I can't. It holds a lot of liquor. I can't do that. I cannot do that. But I did get in the ornament exchange. I got this one here. That was a good one. What'd you get in the ornament exchange?
I got that exclusive Mando from Grogu.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it's a good one.
Yeah, this was awesome.
It's a good one there. Show it again.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I want to see that. Show them that one, man. This is another thing that.
Yeah. I'm all about the matchups.
So did you wind up with that?
I did wind up.
Oh, you did wind up with that.
Is the USS Falcon.
Yeah, so John Tenuto, Mr. Star Wars, Star Trek, he was invited, of course. Everyone's invited, of course, and he that shot that drink that Rich Brendel took was only 7 seconds. Yes, he's got quite the gullet, my friends. Hey, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, I'll trade you right now. Yes, I'll trade. Yes. Hey, I just traded. I got the Chewy chip bag for the Boba Fett mug from my good friend Jay. Alfie's Filipino buddy, my Filipino friend. Okay, so Gunnar, you know what? I actually want to ask you a couple questions. This is something to get to know you a little bit better. Well, when did you start listening to Christmas music? What time of the year? What time of the year?
All right, I am a very strict no Christmas music until the day after Thanksgiving.
Till the day after Thanksgiving?
Midnight, the day after Thanksgiving, you can start listening to Christmas music.
A couple years ago, you turned me on to George Harrison's Christmas album, right? Was it George Harrison?
No, George doesn't have a Christmas album.
He doesn't.
No.
He's
got a single that's slightly New Year's based.
Okay, maybe it's because I was like, I have not listened to that yet. So Paul McCartney's. You're a big Beatles fan.
Yes.
Paul McCartney's Christmas song or John Lennon's Christmas song?
I mean, John Lennon's is brilliant because it's a war protest song pretending to be a Christmas song. It's all about ending the war. It's really nothing.
The war is over. Yes, yes.
Paul McCartney's just reminds me of working at Toys R Us in the late 90s.
Oh, come on. That's number one.
Every 5 minutes, simply having one for Christmas time.
Yes, yes. Amen to that. You know what? I'm going to ask you a couple questions here, and then I'm going to bring my daughter on. What would you rather have to wear, earplugs or wear nose plugs during Christmas dinner? I know how you feel about your in-laws.
Yeah. I mean, my family doesn't smell too bad. I'll take the earplugs, I guess.
Earplugs? Okay.
My wife's a good cook, so the house smells good.
All right. Would you rather go forward in time and spend Christmas morning as an adult or a child? That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I try to relive my childhood as much as possible. So, man, if I could go back and live as a child again, that'd be awesome.
Amen to that, man. There's something so nostalgic about Christmas.
I mean, when I see presents that I got for Christmas, I have to buy them. And then, of course, we know what happens when I get home.
My last question for you. What is the number one Christmas gift that you got that you still remember every Christmas? You're like, man, I remember getting that as a kid. Just blew my mind away.
I mean, there's so many of them. You know, I remember getting the Ewok Village for Christmas. That was a big deal. That was a big deal, and I picked one up a couple of years ago. So reliving that. So, yeah, you gotta love it.
That's a good one. I want to bring my daughter up. We're gonna close out the show. We have my daughter Danielle Mock. Danny, everybody, give it up for Danielle Mock. Coming up. All right, I am going to ask you some questions from, you were not on this show enough, are you? Okay. There we go. All right. No Christmas. Daniel, Boston Daniel says no Christmas, no Xmas. It's not Xmas. It's C-mas. You can't take the C out of Christmas. All right. Danny, would you rather have an elf be alive in your house? We do have Chippy the Scout Elf, or have Santa watch you sleep at night?
Probably have an elf be alive in my house.
An elf be alive in the house. What is the one thing that you want for Christmas?
Let's see about that.
Can you answer one?
Well, it'd probably be like some Disney toys.
Disney toys. Okay. Yeah, Disney was magical, wasn't it? Yeah, I have a feeling Santa knows if you like Frozen and like Disney. No, Boston, Dad, it is not XXXmas. All right, hey, the nerve herder says this is oh shit, Tyler, I stepped on your toes. I stepped on your toes, Tyler. We do that. Okay. Would you rather have to open your presents at 2 a.m., 2 a.m., 2 in the morning, or eat Christmas dinner at 2 a.m.?
Open my presents at 2 a.m.
Open your presents at 2 a.m. Okay. Would you rather be the height of an elf or the height of an abdominal snow monster?
Probably the height of an elf.
Height of an elf. Why? Why an elf? Why not like the Bumble? He's tall. He's big.
I just like being small. I think it'd be fun.
You think it'd be fun? Okay, John from the Nerf Herder Council asks, would you rather have a porg or BB-8 as a buddy? Who would you rather be friends with? The porg? Those are those like little penguins from Star Wars, or BB-8. Who would you rather have as a buddy?
I do really like animals, so it'd probably be pork.
You like animals more? But you do have you got that droid from Disney World. Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more question.
Wait, yeah.
I'm gonna ask you one more question here.
Wait, 2 more questions.
Two more questions, she says. Okay, we're running late. We're running over an hour because it is the holiday show. Spend 10 hours untangling Christmas lights or be forced to spell out "I'm an idiot" on your front lawn and lights.
Spend 10 hours on tingling Christmas lights.
Spend 10 hours. Okay, you know what? I thank you so much. Well, you know what? You asked. You said what you wanted for Christmas. Disney toys. What is the one gift that you remember at this young age? You're only 7 and a half. What is the one gift that you remember getting from Christmas past for Christmas?
Well,
From Santa.
I remember that Paw Patrol helicopter I got last year.
Oh, the Paw Patrol. That was the last Paw Patrol thing you got.
Then I remember those. I definitely remember the Bluey toys.
You didn't get any Bluey toys for Christmas.
I did. Remember them?
Yeah, that was your birthday.
No.
Santa brought you last year.
No. I felt like that was not that long ago.
How excited are you? On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how excited are you about Christmas?
10.
10.
11. Wait, 100 popcorn.
100. Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Macht. Thank you so much for being with us on the show. I want to bring up one more guest on the show. Before we close it out, is she ready? Is she ready? You know what? I'm going to tone it down. I'm going to remove drama. I'm going to remove the doubt. I just want to ask my good friend Lisa Hines some questions related to the holiday season. Lisa, I just got a couple questions for you. Just a couple from the Candy Cane. From the Candy Cane game. This is Lisa. Lisa, like my wife. You're a good sport. No, we are not going to attack Sean. We're not going to attack you. Jump in here. Okay, couple questions for you. Would you rather be covered in Christmas lights or Christmas tinsel? Or is that a question for Sean? We'll find out later tonight. Would you rather be covered in Christmas lights?
Probably tinsel because there's more covering the tinsel. The lights, not a lot covering the lights.
Now you got everybody wondering all.
Yeah.
That is a good question. Would you rather live at the North Pole or at the International Space Station for a year?
I really don't like the cold, so I would have to say that International Space Station.
But if you could hang out like in Candace cabin? No. You'd rather be at the space station. Okay. Would you rather have snow? Hey, this is a good question because we are in Chicago right now. For you guys watching, there is no snow. Listen, this is a crazy thing. We have had record. This is a record this year.
We're breaking a record.
We're breaking a record. No snow right now. We are dreaming of a white Christmas. There is not a winter wonderland. Would you rather have snow on Christmas morning or a warm 80-degree Christmas day? This year,
80 degrees. Normally, I do want the snow.
Oh man, I want the snow. We haven't had the snow.
I know.
I want the snow.
I want the snow, but I want 80 degrees this year.
I want. We had 80 degrees like 2 years ago. You wanted it again. You wanted it again, right?
I do.
Okay, now how do you feel about snow after Christmas? It's terrible, isn't it?
Yes.
It's no fun.
Stay off the road, but be on the grass.
Yeah, it's muddy, it's dirty.
Yeah.
It's not fresh. Nothing festive about it. All right, my last question for you: would you rather have to say everything you are thinking, or not speak ill on Christmas Day?
I'm safer not speaking at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Hines. Thank you so much. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Machtails Summer Cantina Live. I want to thank my guests in the audience tonight. I want to thank you guys for attending it's supposed to be the 7th annual Christmas party, but it is the 6th. And without further ado, we don't want to drop anything. Without any further ado, I'm going to drop my hand into the Yoda for we got a lot of Patreon members tuning in tonight. We got Boston Ann, we got John from the Nerdfruiter Council. We got John Canaro. The winner is tonight. Oh shit! The winner tonight. This is not Rick, ladies and gentlemen. It's Rich Brindle. It is Rich. Rich, here you go, man. Rich by the fire. Rich by the fire. All right, Rich, you won a prize, and the prize you won, my friend, it is a good one. I got to show this off. This is a special one. This is not rigged, ladies and gentlemen. This is not rigged, but you won a Machtails Christmas ornament. Really? I don't even have this. It's got the holiday design created by Barry Harmon, our good friend Barry Harmon, and the Machtails Live logo on it. So congratulations, Rich.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, join us on Patreon. We will be back. God, it's kind of sad, and it hurts to say that we will be returning live in 2022. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a Happy New Year. I hope you guys are safe and healthy during this holiday season. I wish you all the best. From my family to yours, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We will catch you guys next time on Machtails.